Hello everybody, I'm Thomas. Welcome back to another solo gaming Sunday. This week, Space Empires 4X edition. And do a little bit of a later stream than normal. I'm a little hour later than I normally do, but should still be a good time. And yeah, this is a game I've been wanting to play on the channel for a while now, and I'm kind of continuing my my attempt at the end of the year here to try to get through a lot of the games on my shelf that I either haven't played much and that I also haven't played on the channel. So Robinson Crusoe I did last week. I did a video on Friday last week, which were both in that category. And today I will be playing Space Empires 4X. It'll also be probably a bit of a shorter stream because since I'm starting a little bit later, I don't know for sure. We'll play it by ear, see how long the first game takes me, and then we'll kind of just see how things are going after that. But yeah, started a little bit later today. I was home doing some early Christmas stuff with the family, which was a lot of fun, and just got done driving back here and setting all this up for some Space Empires. So yeah, I don't want to dilly-dally too much since starting late and whatnot, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I really want to talk about or anything, but I think we can kind of just hop right into it. I mean, let me think. Let me make sure also I got this all set up. I mean, I'm still gonna go over the rules, of course. But yeah, Space Empires, I guess I'll quickly talk about, and then, you know, I always do a final thoughts at the end where I'll go more in depth about my final thoughts about this game. But this game is one that I've had in my collection for a while. I would say at least a year, if not longer. And it's kind of in the same camp as Robinson Crusoe, where I played it a little bit. I played some I played it when I initially got it, maybe like a half game, and then I've come back to it a little bit, but it's never a game I really got into, really learned the rules. I never like fully played through a game of it. So that's something I've been doing this last week, and it's been a lot of fun. This game is a lot of fun. One thing that is nice is that this is on the website Board Game Arena, which I am a big fan of, and it makes it a lot easier being able to just set up and play it on there because it, you know, takes care of the setup, the upkeep, all of that stuff. So it makes it a lot quicker and a lot easier for me to speed through some games and try to understand this game a little bit more. Because there's a fair amount going on. I got this whole little sheet over here for all my production. On the back is all of like the ship upgrades and whatnot, and then I have this reference over here for all the ships that are going on. This game is really cool. I've been really enjoying playing it, and I think I'll have a pretty good time playing here today. So I think that's all I really need to ramble about. I'm just going to kind of hop into the rules. I will do my very best to try to do a decent rules explanation. There's a fair amount going on in this game, though really not maybe as much as it might look like. Like, it looks pretty intimidating. There is kind of a lot, but at the same time, it's not too bad. I know that's kind of contradictory, but yeah. So this game is a 4X style game. Stands for the 4 X's, and 4X stands for expand, exploit, exterminate, and explore, expand, exterminate, and exploit. Explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. Yeah, it says it right there on the board. I grew up playing a fair amount of video games, and like one video game I especially loved on the PC was like Age of Empires. I was a pretty big Age of Empires fan. And like Age of Mythology. In high school, I played a pretty good amount of Civilization 5, Sid Meier's Civ 5, and a little bit of Civ 6. And so I was really interested in this game because I've heard it's like one of those types of games. Like, we have your space civilization, you're growing and doing stuff. And this is definitely the first game, board game wise, that really does feel like one of those types of games, like an Age of Empires or a Sid Meier's Civilization game. Like, it really gives the feeling that you have this space empire, you're going out and exploring and expanding, you're getting resources, you're building up an army, you're fighting. It's really cool. So it has a very cool feeling to play the game. I think it's just a lot of fun. I'll go a little bit more over this later, but I guess I could just hop into the rules. So rules wise, I guess I kind of need to explain this. So in this game, this is a game you can play solo, which I will be doing here today. And the rules come with some different scenarios that you could play solo. So today I will be playing the Doomsday Machine scenario specifically. There's a small map and a large map. I am just playing on the small map. And just kind of wanted to note that because there is like a default way you play if you're playing with other people. And there also is another solo scenario called the Alien Empire scenario, which does, from the sounds of it, play more like an actual game if you're playing against other people. But the Doomsday one is still a lot of fun. It's just a little bit I imagine it's not really what it feels like to play the game if you're playing against other people. Yeah, with that little caveat out of the way, I'll still explain the rules and kind of what's going to be going on in this game. So in this game, you're building a space empire. Who would have guessed? And you got all this space going on. Space is big. There's a lot of space. So it might be hard to kind of see, and maybe this is my bad. There's different player colors. I probably should have picked a better player color. I picked blue because I like blue, but it's kind of hard to distinguish between the white and the blue. Maybe it isn't on camera. It's kind of hard for me to tell. I can tell pretty easily in person, but there's a bunch of blue markers, these space markers, and then there's some white ones. The white ones are considered deep space. Deep space is a little bit more dangerous. Who knows what's going on in deep space? A lot of the times it's just gonna be bad times. But then I also have a lot of these blue markers that dictate my kind of home system. And most of them are there are a lot of planets there. There are a lot of minerals that I can grab with my miner to help get some resources to build some stuff. There could be black holes, asteroids, nebulas. Those things can like affect movement, supernovas, stuff like that. So I mean, in this game, you're trying to gather resources, expand your empire by colonizing more planets, to get more resources, to build more ships, to eventually win. Like I said, I'm playing the solo scenario, which is a little bit different. So in the solo scenario, the goal of the game is just kind of to survive, because there's basically going to be 3 waves of these what's called doomsday machines that will be spawning on the edge of the map somewhere and kind of beelining towards my home world, and I have to try to destroy these machines before they destroy me. So that's kind of like the objective, at least in the scenario I'm playing. When you're playing against other people, I think the main goal is just trying to take out their homeworld planet. But yeah. Hello there, Phoenix Knight. Happy Sunday. Building a space empire in a game called Space Empire. News waters, fire, sod, ass birds. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Who would have guessed? So the game plays out in a series. You have basically you do 3 turns, and then you do an economic phase, and then you do 3 turns, and then an economic phase is kind of how it plays out. You start with a fleet of ships. So I have my home world here. I have shipyards. I have 4 of them. I start with 3 colony ships, a miner, and 3 scouts. All the ships have different abilities and features and whatnot. There's this little handy ship chart here that shows you all of what the ships do. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit on this, perhaps. It's still probably not the easiest to see, but I'll quickly talk about kind of what makes up each ship. And I guess another thing I'll quickly note is that there are advanced rules for this game, and since I'm a beginner, I will not be using the advanced rules. So there's like all these extra ships. There's a couple extra like rules and whatnot that you can add in. I'm not gonna be playing with any of that. But for the ships, you have kind of this, it's called the type, and it's just like abbreviated letters. You have the name of the ship. You have the CP cost. CP is just the currency in this game. I forget what it stands for, like credit points. I don't know. It's just the money essentially in this game. Each ship has an attack strength. So it's listed as a letter and then a number. The letter dictates the order it fires when combat happens. The number is its attack strength number, which is essentially the number you roll a d10 and you need to roll under that number to try to score a hit against the enemy you're attacking. It also has a defense strength. So defense strength is gives you defense against combat. So if I was attacking a ship that has a defense strength of 2, my attack strength, I would -2. So if I was attacking with a battle cruiser, that's a B5. Normally I would be trying to roll a 5 or less, but if the ship I'm attacking is a defense strength of 2, I minus that 2. So I need to be rolling a 3 or less, which makes it a bit harder to hit. Go figure. Each ship also has a hull size. This mainly dictates how much money it costs to upkeep the ship. It also dictates how many hits a ship can take before it explodes. So the battleship can take 3 hits before it explodes, while a scout is pretty flimsy. So one hit, boom, that thing is gone. And then there's some notes over here. So in essence, that's kind of how the different ships work. So I start with some scouts. Scouts are just kind of basic ships. They're made for, you guessed it, scouting in deep space, because to explore in space, you need ships that have combat capability. And the other ships I start with, which are the colony ships and the miners, they don't have any combat, so they can't really do exploring. They could just tag along with a scout ship and then go fly around in space. So the scout ships are kind of my way of scouting. The mining ships are how I collect resources and bring them back to my colony to do stuff with. And then the colony ships, you guessed it, are used for colonizing planets. They essentially, once I get to a planet that can be colonized, I place the ship on top and essentially starts disassembling itself. Then during the economic phase, that colony ship will then become a proper colony and slowly start being built up, which is pretty cool. There's tons of other ships. You have destroyer, which is like a fighting ship, cruiser, battleship, dreadnought. You have bases, you have decoys, you have colonies and shipyards. I kind of already went over. Shipyards is what allows you to build ships. So I start with a shipyard of 4. Yeah, so that's kind of the ship situation. So each turn kind of has 3 main parts. You move, you do combat if it happens, and then at the end you explore. And there's a little turn track over here. And so, like I kind of mentioned earlier, you do a turn, then you do another turn, the 3rd turn, and then after you do your 3 turns, you'll do an economic phase, and you'll do 3 more turns, economic phase. So it's kind of a weird structure, but once you play it a bit, it's not too bad. But it's just different than most games I played, where you do 3 turns and then you do a phase between them. So the turns, like I said, it's movement, combat, exploration. Movement, ships can only pretty much move 1. There are some technologies that you can get to upgrade that. So on the back of the ship reference is all the different technologies you can upgrade. Let me just zoom back in real fast to just quickly talk about some. You have the ship size technology, which allows you to build bigger ships. Right off the bat, you can't just build battle cruisers. You have to kind of work your way up in the technology tree. You have attack technology to make your ships do more damage, defense technology to provide more defenses, tactics, which if there is a tie between 2 ships that have the same fire rate and like class rating, then tactics is kind of how you decide that tiebreaker. There's also movement to move more. You have terraforming, so you can some of the planets you'll find are considered barren, and so you cannot terraform a barren planet until you have the terraforming technology. You also have exploration, which is a thing that can be attached to cruisers to allow you to look at tiles before you enter them. You also have shipyards that you can upgrade. And then there's a bunch of advanced technologies, which, like I said, I'm not playing with the advanced rules because I am a beginner. So we'll just be doing the basic stuff today. So 3 turns happens, and then an economic phase happens. And it's kind of on the side of over here. And I'll quickly zoom in on the little sheet here that I'll be tracking all my economic stuff on. Because on the left-hand side, it also kind of breaks down how an economic phase works. So you first carry over any credits you previously had. You add in any credits your colonies produce, which there's just numbers on your colonies that tell you how much they produce. So I have my starting homeworld colony produces 20, and then colonies start out producing 1, then they eventually produce 3, and then eventually 5. So you add that in. If you gathered any minerals with your mining ships, you add that in. MS pipeline is advanced rules only, so that doesn't matter. Then you have to subtract maintenance costs, which I kind of talked about earlier, which is you add up all the hull size of all the ships you have, and that's kind of the maintenance cost of that. That gives you your subtotal, and then whatever remaining balance you have, you can spend on new technologies and new ships, which technologies I will just kind of circle as I gather them here. There's still plenty of depth in the beginner game. Anyway, I haven't touched the advanced game myself. Yeah, it seems like I'm still like trying to get, I at this point, like I have the rules, I think pretty well down for the beginner game. I'm just still trying to learn the strategies and whatnot and how to not suck at the beginner game. But yeah, there's advanced rules for this game, and there's at least 2 or 3 expansions. So there's a lot of content for this game. A lot of stuff to sink your teeth into, which I'm really glad I'm finally playing this game more, because this is a game that I've liked playing. I want to play more, and yeah, I definitely want to start messing with some of the more advanced stuff once I kind of get the beginner stuff down. But yeah, that's essentially the economic phase. You just add up all your credits, subtract your maintenance, buy new stuff, boom, you're done. The important thing that I sometimes forget, and I'll try not to forget, is at the end of the economic phase, you increase any colonies that you have just built. So if your colony ship is just on a planet, you flip it to its colony side, and now it's a colony. And it starts out at a level 1, and then it goes to level 3, and then a level 5. Just producing more and more credits. But that's the economic phase. And yeah, let me zoom back first. What else do I want to talk about? There's kind of a lot of stuff I could talk about. I don't want to like get too in the weeds here, because I also did start late. Yeah, so 3 turns, combat, or movement, combat, exploration, do that 3 times, then do an economic phase. So that's kind of more or less the game in a sense, at least how the game plays out. Combat, I can kind of explain more when I get to it, but I kind of already explained, you use your ship's attack strength, you minus the ship you're attacking's defense strength, and then you're rolling a d10 to try to roll less than that. And then that's a hit. You kind of go back and forth till ships are blown up or somebody. There's rules for retreating, and you can do stuff called like screening ships, which I won't really be doing today. What else? Different stuff that you can find out here in space. So there's gonna be normal planets, there's barren planets, there's minerals that can be towed with the mining cart or the mining ship. There are asteroids that affect movement and combat. There's nebulas that affect movement and combat. There's black holes, which you have to roll a dice to see if your ship gets sucked into it. In deep space, there's a danger marker that just destroys your ship. There are lost in space markers that make you move around. There are supernovas, which block your movement. There you can find wreckage of ships out there that you can tow back to your colony, and that gives you extra technology that you can research. But yeah, I think more or less that's kind of the basics. There's a fair amount that I'm leaving out, but I think that kind of covers the basics. I will quickly note one last thing before I talk about specifically how this doomsday scenario plays out. Streamlabs is telling me to hydrate, and hydrate I will. Y'all stay hydrated out there. Okay, so there are these group markers. So most ships can be grouped up. I think the only ones that can't be are like the colony ships and the mining ships, and maybe some other ones. So if a ship if it's the same type, they could just you place this marker underneath it, and they could be kind of clumped together. It's kind of more important when you're playing with other people, because then just because you see one ship token, that could be one ship, that could be 6 ships. And a lot of time your opponent won't know until they like engage in combat with them. But since I'm playing solo, it doesn't really matter. What else? I was gonna note something else. I kind of forgot. Tokens. What was I just gonna say? I don't remember now. Something with the group markers. Okay. So another thing, I said I'm playing with the more basic rules, and I'm just basically not using the advanced rules. There is some like kind of optional rules that you can use, and one that I'm gonna quickly note that I'm using is when it comes to technologies. Normally, if I were to, let's just say, research my attack technology, so my ships do more attack, normally by default, if you already have ships built, they don't gain that technology. If you want your pre-built ships to gain the technology that you just researched, you have to bring them back to a shipyard, let them sit there for a full turn, and then they have their technologies. And that's what the back of this page is for, is you track all your different groups and what technologies they have. I think that's a cool concept. It is a bit more upkeep, and since I'm a beginner at this game, it's just more for me to worry about. So there's an optional rule that essentially once you research something, all your ships have it. Ships you're gonna build, ships you've already built. And that's how I'm playing it, just to make it a little bit easier with the upkeep, keep things moving. And yeah, it just kind of makes the game a little bit easier, which I kind of need because still not the best at this, still learning this. But I just wanted to quickly note that, yeah, normally you would use the back of this to kind of track what ship groups have what technologies, but I'm just gonna be tracking my technologies down here. And once I research, attack level 2, then just all of my ships will have attack level 2. So yeah, that's essentially more or less the basic rules. I'll quickly talk about the doomsday scenario. So the doomsday scenario, the doomsday machine scenario, I should say, is takes place over a course of a couple of rounds. On rounds 7, 9, and 11, at the beginning of each of those economic phases, a doomsday machine will randomly be spawned on the board. And that's what these little white markers on the board are for. I will roll a d10 and it will spawn in one of those spots. And then essentially, if it spawns here, it's going to just more or less beeline either to the nearest colony or to my home world, kind of destroying everything in the way. And I need to try to destroy that doom machine before that happens. There are different difficulty levels, and I'm playing on the easiest one, at least for this first game. If I play another one, I might try the normal difficulty. But yeah, on round 7, 9, and 11, a doom machine will appear, and they will have different strengths and whatnot, which I have this little note card here to remind me about all of that. So the first doom machine that comes in round 7, it could be an attack level D7. It does 3 attacks on his turn instead of just 1. Has an attack or a defense strength of 1. Has 6 hull, so has basically 6 HP. Has two levels of the tactic research. So if there's a tie, that kind of decides that. And also there is a little chart in the back here that when you first encounter a doom machine, you roll a d10 on to see if it has any weaknesses. So most of the time I've played, those really don't come up, but maybe that's just me. And in essence, that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to survive, build my empire, make an army, so when these doom machines start spawning in, I can blow them up before they destroy my colony. I think that's more or less the rules. I'm definitely forgetting some stuff, or I definitely glossed over some stuff, but I think that's more or less it. Thematically, your ships getting the upgrades automatically makes more sense to me anyway. Especially in a game set in the future. Yeah, I do kind of agree. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like if you're like civilization, just research how to make better guns. Like I get it that you would need to go back to a shipyard to have your guns on your ship upgraded. And I think it even justifies it in the rules as like, well, your ships have the technology and the engineers on it to know how to upgrade their own ships. So once your empire knows how to do that, then they just get radioed that information essentially, and like now they know, which makes sense to me. I can see both ways, like kind of thematically working. Like I see why they do it the normal way, and then there is more upkeep to it. But I think that is fun, and I have played it a few times that way before I realized there was an easier way to play it. And I was like, well, just for this stream, I'm gonna play it a little bit easier. Give me 1 second. I just realized I didn't plug my laptop in, and I don't want this stream to just die halfway through. So give me like 10 seconds. Okay, I'm glad I noticed that now, or else yeah, I'd feel bad that yeah, My laptop just dies halfway through. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's more I could explain, but I think that's a pretty good overview. And like I said, since I'm starting a bit later today anyway, I kind of just want to get things a bit on the road, and you can kind of just see as I play, and I'll try to do my best to explain what I'm doing and my thought process behind it. Yeah, I got everything set up here. This map is set up like this told me to. It was nice that since I'm playing on the small map, you can see I'm only using like half the board. So I can have like my dice tray here and my production sheet over here. And yeah, I can't fit the board normally, like vertically, because it would just go off the screen. So I do have it kind of sideways, but I have my round marker over here. And just triple check I'm not forgetting anything, but I kind of just want to get this show on the road and see how it's going to go. I anticipate I have not won this scenario yet, even playing on the basic rules, the easiest difficulty, using the easy ship upgrades. I have still not beat the scenario. So don't expect any crazy strategy tips or, crazy moves today. I'm just going to be trying to fight for my life here, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't anticipate winning, but I'm going to try my hardest, dang it, and see what kind of space empire I can create. So, start with the first turn, first round. Start with 3 scouts, 3 colony ships, and a miner. So I'm just going to have 1 scout go to the left, 1 scout go to the right, and 1 scout kind of go a little bit further out, like right here. And I'll have the miner kind of go towards the middle, and then all of these colony ships will follow their own scout. I kind of pull my home base back up a little bit, and my shipyards can just chill above there. It's all good. Okay, movement of turn 1 done. No combat happens, so then we just go to exploration. So I start flipping over some stuff. We found some minerals, 5 minerals there. Vulcan, which is a planet that I can colonize there, and Andromeda, another planet I can colonize. And so I can go ahead and just place my colony ships on those planets. And then once the economic phase happens, they will start turning into actual colonies. I didn't mention this during the rules explanation, but each of these turns thematically is supposed to take a really long time. Like I think it's like each turn is like a year or multiple years, or each like the time between each turns is years. Like the time span for this game is supposed to be pretty long. Like your ships kind of auto heal during combat, and that's not just because like they automatically heal. It's because they have crew that over time will repair the ships, and these colony ships don't just magically make a colony appear. They have to disassemble the parts from the colony ship to make a colony, and then that slowly is built up to a more powerful colony. So it's a bit of a time scale, big time scale. It's space, everything's big, so big time scale makes sense. And last thing, I guess, or wait, I explored there. We're good. So turn number 2, I'm gonna have my miner come over here to this mineral and pick that up. I'm gonna have this scout go to the left, this scout go to the left, and this scout go to the right. And just explore outwards, and we'll kind of like loop around or something. No combat to happen, so flip over the tiles. We have minerals 5 there, a nebula there, and more minerals over there. Turn 3, I will have this scout go way off to the left. This one will start making its way up, and this one will start making its way up. That's pretty much, I guess I can move the miner back to my home world and have it drop off the mineral. Yeah, miners, you see they're pretty simple. Once they're in a spot with a mineral, they can tow it, and then once they're in a spot with a colony, they can just drop it off, and then during the economic phase, I'll get the resources from the mineral. So all that's done. So let's start exploring real fast. So we got Eden, another planet I can conquer, colonize, another nebula over here, and finally more minerals off to the right. And we're on to our first economic phase, just like that. This game will definitely start going a little bit slower once I progress more, but no credits carry over. Colony credits, I only have 1 colony, so I only get 20 mineral credits. Delivered 1 mineral, so I get 5. No pipelines, that leaves me with 25. I have 3 scouts, so it's a maintenance cost of 3, leaving me with 22 credits. And the thing I really want to build right now is another miner and more colony ships. So colony ships cost 8, so I could build at least 2. How much does a miner cost? A mining ship costs 5, so I could build 2 colony ships and a miner. So ship spending, it will spend 16 and then another 5. That leaves me with a single credit, I guess, to carry over to the next round. But then I can spawn in another miner at my homeworld and 2 more colony ships, which is good. I need to try to build, I think it's around 5 colony ships is what I need to try to shoot for. What is this colony ship? This ship should have been moving along with this scout. I didn't realize they weren't. That's my bad. Because there's one there, one there. This guy should have been moving along with that guy. That's my bad. I didn't see them. I'm just going to retroact that back because they would have tagged along with the scout anyway till I found another planet. So, yeah, that was that. We collected that, did that, purchased units, placed units, and now we do the final thing, which is increase colonies. So now I have my 3 colony ships here that will flip over to their colony side, which back shows a colony 5, but they don't start out as that because I have to place a token on top of each of these to make them start out as a level 1 colony. Give me 1 second as I place those all around. That's gonna drive me crazy. That one's sideways. Give me a second. Lots of little tokens. I'm trying not to like bump anything around too much. Okay. First round done. On to the next turn. So let's see, I'm gonna have this scout move up. This scout go over. This scout go, I guess, over here. Which, do I have more planets discovered right now? No. Both of these, I guess I can have 1 miner go to the left, 1 go to the right. And I bought 2 colony ships. I'll have 1 go here and 1 go to the right. That looks good to me. Let's explore here. So we got asteroids there. We have more minerals up there, and the scout found Rigel, which is another planet I can colonize. So I'll have to get on that. Turn 2, I'm gonna have this miner come and pick up that minerals. This miner come and pick up that mineral. I'll have this scout move a bit inwards. This scout can move up here. This scout can move up here. I'll have this colony ship start making its way over there. And I'll have this colony ship kind of come up here. Looks good to me. So let's start flipping stuff. There's minerals there. We got more minerals up there and more minerals over there. This is why I built my second miner, so I can start grabbing all these. It's not necessary, but it helps get my economy running a little bit quicker, which I kind of like. So on to turn 3. So I'll deal with the miners first. I'll have this miner come back and drop that mineral off. This miner can come over here and drop that mineral off. This colony, whoops. This colony ship can come here, start colonizing that planet. This colony ship can follow this scout over this way. This scout can come here, this scout can go there. Okay, let's see what we find. This scout finds some asteroids. Over here, more minerals. Up here, another planet. Okay. Dang, I wanted to get another colony going this turn, but I did not, which is unfortunate. That's gonna put me a little behind, but that's okay. It's not too much I could do with it. It's not great RNG. But I mean, having a colony here will be good. I'm gonna probably build some stuff there, but not worried about that at the moment. Okay, that was the 3rd turn. So now we head into the economic phase where I collect my income from my colonies first. So I get 20, 1, 2, 3. Not bad. I carry over 1 credit. As far as minerals, I get 5, 10 this round, which is pretty good. No pipeline credits. That gives me a total of, what is that, 34. Maintenance, I still only have 3 scouts. I should have noted, but miners and colony ships don't have maintenance costs, so still only losing 3, gives me 31 total. Then I should be able to get my last 3 colony ships, right? Because they cost 8. I would need 24. Yeah, that would work good. So get my last colony ships that leaves me with 7 credits. I'll spawn these all at my home world. So want to get your colonies online as soon as possible to get those credits. It's an economy thing. So I did all that, placed my units, and then increased my colonies. So all my 1 colonies now flip to their 3 side, and they'll be producing more credits, growing stronger by the day. And then my 1 colony ship goes to its colony side once I get this token placed. Okay, this colony ship flips over, boom, and it turns into a level 1 colony. Like I said, I wish I would have had another colony this turn, but it is what it is. On to turn number 3. Okay. So let me kind of just take a quick overview of what's going on. So we move the mining ships first. So I'll move, this miner can come here and grab that. This miner needs to like make their way over that way. There's nothing, I guess well, hold on, they were here. Let me move back. They were here. I'm gonna move them up here because I guess there is minerals right there. Next I need to move all my scouts. So my 1 scout can come up here. This one can come up here. This one can go over here. This colony ship can start colonizing there. This one can come there. This one there. And we'll move also this one like over here. I'll move it on the right, I guess. Probably doesn't matter too much, but who knows. Still no combat. Combat's not really going to happen until Doom machines appear, so I'm just going to pretty much skip that every time. And we'll start doing some exploring. We have minerals here. Another planet here, Prometheus. And then what do we got over here? More minerals. So I need to get one of my colony ships here. So there's still gonna be 2 more things to explore at some point. 2 more planets, right? So I'll have, also there's gonna be a black hole at some point. I'll have this scout come here, this scout here, this scout here. This miner come grab those minerals. This miner, whoops, flip that, drop off those minerals. And then I haven't moved the colony ships, right? Guess they can all just come to this center spot. I don't see why not. I'm pretty sure there's 1 planet here, and I still have this spot and these 2, which I'm gonna reveal all this turn. Oh, I guess there is 1 more over there. And that's probably gonna be a planet too, and then I'm gonna have to go all the way back over there. I missed 1 little spot in space that I didn't explore. Yeah, so let's see what's going on behind these. Orion. So we got another planet to explore. Black hole. Okay, let me reveal this. Oh, it's the barren planet. So yeah, the last planet is going to be over there then. So black hole, I need to roll to see if my ship is destroyed. So it's basically, what is it, like a 60% chance? So if I roll a 7, 8, 9, or 10, I will have my scout destroyed. We're good. We're good. So this scout finds a black hole, but manages to not get itself sucked in, which is good. So you'll love to see that. Wait, what? Not an hour of rules. How you doing today? Just jumped in for Phoenix to say hi and see what was up. Hello there, Christopher. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no hour of rules. I probably, with this game, I could probably explain rules for a while, but I started late today and kind of just wanted to get into this. So yeah, it's one of those games that's probably just best that like I explain some stuff up top and then the rest I'll kind of just explain along the way. But yeah, no, we're chugging along and hopefully building up a pretty cool space empire that can survive these doomsday machines coming at us here soon. But guess we'll see. I haven't had the greatest RNG, but I did just survive a black hole. So you know what? Maybe my RNG so far isn't too bad. Yeah, that was turn number 2, wasn't it? So I just did all the revealing. So now we're on turn number 3. So I guess I don't need to scuttle anything yet. So I'm gonna have these scouting ships start venturing into deep space, which is dangerous. It's not a great idea to do, but it needs done at some point. So because I have no use for those scout ships anymore now that all of my network has, like, my area has been explored. They can go into deep space, find something cool, or die trying, and I don't really care. So let's see what they find. Oh, I also need to move the miners. So this guy needs to go probably over here. This guy needs to drop off minerals up there. Okay, so miners move, colony ships move, scouts move. Let's see what these scouts find. This first one in deep space finds danger, which means scout gets destroyed. Fun stuff. Space is dangerous. Who would have guessed? Let's see what this scout finds. A black hole. Let's see if they survive. A 7 means they are destroyed. Well, there goes 2 of my scouts. That's fine. Like I said, I don't really need them. I just need this one to explore this last planet, and then I'll be chilling. Did I not get these? Oh, I do have one more colony. The next turn I'll have the rest of my colonies. I feel like I'm a bit slow with my colonies today, but I guess it is what it is. Space is pretty big. Nice. Yeah, I guess a 4X game is either you learn as you watch somebody play or you spend days teaching someone all of the nuances. Yeah, this game though, I will say it has a fair amount of rules. It's not as complicated as it looks, especially because it has like the sheet with the maintenance, and you have like all of these ship reference charts and technology reference and this thing on the back to track it. Like, it does look pretty intimidating at first. And there are a fair amount of rules, but it's not too bad, especially because it's nice that they've kind of split the rules, that there's kind of the default rules and then there's the advanced rules that once you're comfortable with the base game, you can start adding in more stuff. Like the ship chart, like this bottom third of all of these ships are ships that I'm not using today because I barely know what I'm doing with the basic rules. So there's a lot of depth with this game just in the base box, which I think is pretty dang cool. And yeah, so far I've been really liking this game as I've been diving more into it. It's quite fun. But all right, on to the third economic phase. So I have 7 credits carry over. My colonies are getting me 20, 3, 6, 9, 40. Right, 20. That's not how math works. That's 30, not 40. Minerals, I gained 5, 10. Not bad. As long as I'm gaining at least 5 to 10 around, that's pretty good. So that is 47 total. I only have 1 scout left, so I'm only losing 1 for maintenance, bringing me down to 46. And I can spend that on whatever now. So I need to start working on my ship size, because essentially the strategy I'm going for is I'm going to build battle cruisers and build as many of them as I can and upgrade them as much as I can and hope for the best that they can take out these doomsday machines. Probably maybe build a couple of bases, maybe. I don't know for sure. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, so I have 46 credits to spend. I'll spend at least 10 on upgrading the ship size so I can build, I have technology to build larger ships, and then I guess I could start working on like attack maybe. It's another 20. That seems decent. I feel like, yeah, I build all my colony ships. I don't need more scouts. I really don't need much else besides I just need to wait till I have everything kind of researched, which I could start building battle cruisers now since I'm playing with the research rules that it kind of retroactively applies to pre-built ships, but I'm not too worried about building anything right now because doomsday machines are going to be coming for another 4 rounds anyway, so I got some time. But yeah, I'm not spending anything on ships. I'm spending 30 credits total, which gives me 16 to carry over. Cool. All right. Oh, and then the part I always seem to forget about. I need to increase all my colonies. So these colonies that are all level 3 now become level 5. My colony at level 1 becomes a level 3. And then I have just one colony ship that's becoming a level 1 colony. Cool. Yeah, by the end of next round, I'll have all of my colonies established, which should be pretty good. All right, back to turn number 1. So let's get these colonies ships in place first. So that colony ship goes here, that goes here, scout comes here, colony ship goes here. This mine could come here and grab that mineral, and this mining ship can start making its way up here, I guess. I don't know. So then let's explore this last part. Oh, what do you know? It's another planet. That's crazy. I would have never seen that coming. Except I did, because I kind of know what my pieces are. Turn number 2, I'm sending this scout into deep space, either to find something good or die trying. So they'll go there. Colony ship goes on the planet, starts colonizing. Mining ship can go over there, and then this guy can come over here and grab this mineral, I guess. So at this point, we'll explore this. What did they find? It's just a nebula. Well, that's kind of boring, but at least they're not dead yet, so that's pretty good. This mining ship can then... It's kind of a weird predicament. I guess come over this way. This mining ship can then drop minerals off there. This scout can explore deep space up here. And I think that looks good. Let's see what the scout finds. And it's a barren planet, which I cannot colonize because I don't have the terraforming technology. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't plan on getting it because money's gonna be a bit tight this game, especially if I'm trying to win, which I am. So I'm not gonna be worrying about that too much. All right. That was turn number 3. We're back to economy. 16 credits carry over. Let's see how many credits I get for my colonies. I get 20, 30, 35, 38, 39. 20, 30. Just double check my maths right, because I mess that up sometimes. Minerals, I'm only getting 5. Not great, but at least I'm still getting some. That gives me a total of what, 21? So that's what, 60 total? All right, 21, 40, 60. And then maintenance is still 1. So that means I have 59 credits to spend. With that, I will get the first level of defense and more ship size. So that's going to be basically minus 35 credits for the both of those, bringing me down to a cool 24 credits to carry over to the next round. We're making progress, slowly but surely. End of the phase, I get to increase all my colonies. So my level 3 colony becomes a level 5. Level 1 becomes a level 3. And then I have 3 colony ships now that will all become colonies proper, which is pretty exciting. That will be the last I pretty much colonize, unless I find planets in deep space that I can colonize, which I don't know if that's even a thing, but if it is, I might consider making more colony ships. But right now, I'm content with what I got, and that should be enough to get my economy going pretty good, I think. Then you start researching attack and defense more, and then just start mass producing as many battleships as I can to help defend off these doomsday machines. All right, next round. I got like 3 rounds till they start coming. So my the shipyards work that by default, each shipyard can produce 1 hull size worth of ships. So since I have 4, I can produce 4 hull size worth of ships, or I could produce like 2 hull size 2. Like as long as the hull size is total 4 or less, I can build them. And so since I'm trying to build battleships, they have a hull size of 2. So essentially I can only build 2 a round. Meaning next round I need to start building some battleships. So we'll see how that goes. I will send my scout over here to explore. This miner will come over here and drop that off. This miner will start making their way up here. And that's all that really needs done. So let's see what the scout finds. It's danger in space, so they get destroyed, and my last scout is gone. Which, honestly, I'm not too upset about. It was gonna happen anyway. Less maintenance costs for me and another ship that I don't have to worry about and moving around and whatnot. So turn number 2, I just can focus on my miners. This miner can come here and pick that up. This miner can come here and pick that up. I think that's really all I'm moving around, or just my mining ships. Third turn, they can come here and drop that off. They can come here and drop that off. And now we're back to economy. So I have 24 credits carrying over, which is good. That's a lot. Colonies, I'm producing 20, 30, 40, 43, 44, 45, 46. Let me triple check my math. 20, 30, 40, 43, 46. Yeah, that checks out to me. And then minerals, I gained a cool 15, which I will gladly take. I got a lot of credits. That is, I don't even know what is it. Oh, I'm just moving shit around now. Hold on. My little spawn marker. Okay. What is that? 40, 60, 70, was it 85 total? It looks like. So 85 credits. I don't have any maintenance costs now, which is pretty sweet. So I have 85 credits to spend, which is awesome. I'm going to spend 30 because I want to build 2 battle cruisers. They're 15 each. So that still, though, leaves me with 55. I have to spend at least 20 doing ship size because battle cruisers are ship size 4, so I need to research that before building them. So that's minus 20. And then is that 50 total? Oh, so I can upgrade to the next level of attack, which is another minus 30. So that is 80 total, leaving me with just 5 credits left. But now I have ship sized, researched all I need. I have 2 attack researched and 1 defense. And on the back here, this little ship chart, it shows you certain ships can only have up to certain technology levels of certain types. So for example, like scouts can only have attack levels 0 and 1, while a destroyer can have 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the battle cruisers I'm building can only have up to attack and defense level 2. So that's pretty much all I will probably research. If I have more credits, I can still research more, and then my shipyards will get the upgrade, but who knows? Yeah. We've got 2 more turns until the first doomsday machine will spawn, and I'll be panicking about that. But first, the thing I for some reason always forget about is upgrading all my colonies. So this colony becomes a level 5. And then all my level 1s become level 3. Do that there, and that over there. Cool. Turn number 1. Right now, I'm just focused on getting my... Oh, I need to spawn in my battle cruisers that I created. Yes, cannot forget about that. So I will use my little group marker of number 2 and place that underneath here to show that I got 2 battle cruisers in this group. So what can I do? So I'll have this miner go over here. I only have those 2 minerals left? Okay, that's kind of easy then. I'll have them pick that up. Check I'm not missing anything. Yeah, I guess that's it. Turn 2, they'll come here and drop that off. And then I'll do what's called, you can scuttle a ship, which is essentially just get rid of it. Ship's gone. I don't need a miner anymore. This guy will come here and grab that. Turn 3, this miner will come here and drop off this mineral here. And then I will scuttle that miner as well, because I don't really need them either. Okay, So back to economy. 5 credits carry over. My colonies are producing 20, 30, 40, 45, 48, 51, 54. Which is not bad at all. Mineral wise, I collected the last of the minerals for 10. So then, what does that give me total? So it's 59, 69. Nice. Okay. Though now that I do have the battle cruisers, I have to start paying the maintenance costs for those, which I should have probably put over here. That essentially increasing by 4. So maintenance cost of 4 leaves me with 65 credits to spend. And so I'll definitely spend 30 to get more ships. And then that still leaves me with 35. I will spend 30 on my other defenses that I do need. That leaves me with a cool 5 credits, and I increase my maintenance cost again by another 4. And I'll change this marker from a 2 to a 4. So I almost have a full group of battle cruisers ready to take on these Doom machines, because they are coming. The first Doom machine is spawning next economy turn. Which is a little scary. And I don't really think I'm going to do much of anything right now. I do need to increase my last colonies to the max level, which is great. They're all level 5 colonies, so I'll be getting the full 60 credits, and we'll be on our way. Which I think I'm pretty much going to skip this next round, or these next 3 turns, because I could move my battle cruisers up and out a little bit. Kind of want to wait till I have a group of 6, and then move them as like a whole unit. It makes it a little bit easier combat-wise when they're all together. So I'm gonna just keep everything as is and just kind of pass my next 3 turns. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't have any ships to move besides my battle cruisers, and I don't want to. So on to the final economy phase. We get to spawn in the first Doomsday machine. So I have these little white markers around the board. I'll roll a d10 to see where it's going to spawn in. And that is a 9, so it's spawning in way over there on the right. Spawn over here. I am playing on the easy difficulty, so this Doomsday machine is an attack level of D. It's a class D, has attack strength of 7. It's attacking 3 times. It has 1 defense strength, 6 hull size, so I have to hit it 6 times to destroy it. Good times. And it's starting over there. So that means, I believe, I'll double check, it moves towards the closest colony. So I think this one's going to probably just get destroyed, and there's nothing I can do about it. My ships will not be able to get over there before it can. Let me double check though. So I thought it moves towards the closest player colony. Yeah, it will target the one that is the larger one. And if they're the same, it'll move towards the colony that brings it closer to the homeworld. Okay. So that colony's gone. That kind of sucks. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be there in 2 turns. In 2 turns, I could have my cruisers here. Yeah, that's no good. I can upgrade movement, and I might, but here's the thing. Movement, it's kind of weird. And there's this nice chart that shows you like the different, level 1 movement's basic. So you can move 1 hex per turn. Level 2 movement doesn't mean you can move 2 hexes per turn. It means first turn of the round, you can move 1 hex. Second turn, you can move 2 hexes, or 1 hex. Third turn is when you can move 2 hexes. It's not till you get to the 4th level that each turn you move 2 hexes. And then once you get to level 5, it goes 2, 2, 3. 6 is 2, 3, 3. And then finally, level 7 is when you can move 3 hexes each turn. So it's very incremental, and it starts with the 3rd turn that you can move more, then the 2nd turn, then the 1st turn. Then it goes like that twice. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, I get it why they did it that way, and it's kind of makes sense then why they do the whole 3-turn structure. So whatever. So let me do my economy phase and then plan out what I'm gonna do up here. So carrying credits over, I have 5. Colony credits, I have my full 60. Double check that number is right, but 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yes. No more minerals, so that just leaves me with 65. Maintenance, I have now 12, right? No, 8. How many battle cruisers do I have? I have 4. Yeah, that's 8 total. Because each cruiser has a hull size of 2. So then that leaves me with what, 57 credits? Spend away. I'm going to have to spend at least 30. I don't have to, but if I want to get a full group of battle cruisers, I need to spend at least 30. That leaves me with 25. I guess I will upgrade movement a little bit. It can't hurt. It probably is not going to help at the moment, but maybe in future rounds it will. And at this point, I mean, I could just probably make more battle cruisers, but I can only make 2 a round, so yeah. Okay, so I bought that, so that's minus 20, so it leaves me with 7 credits. My maintenance cost is going up by plus 4. And let me upgrade my battle cruiser group up here to a group of 6. So now I got a full squad golds up there at my home planet. And I don't have to increase any colonies because everything is maxed out. So now we're chilling. And yeah, let me think about how this is gonna work. Because turn 1, it's moving here. I can move there. Turn 2, it'll move there, destroy that. So once it's here, where's it gonna move? That's what I need to try to figure out real fast before I do any other things. So once it's here, this colony is 1, 2, 3 away. This one's 1, 2, 3 away. It's gonna move towards this colony because that is closer to my home world. That's how that works. And maybe I should have I could build a base instead of doing my movement. Maybe that would be better, because that would give me more firepower. You could build bases. They don't require a shipyard to build. I only have 2 of them I can build, but they are pretty good. And comboed with my battle cruisers, that could be decent. They do cost a bit. They don't require maintenance, which is nice. Yeah, you know what? I'll retroact this real fast because I haven't really done anything yet. Instead of spending 20 on technology and upgrading my movement, I'll just spend another 12 to build a base over on this colony up here. Because then that'll help strengthen that a little bit whenever that doomsday machine makes its way over there. And so that's what, 42 total, so that's leaves me with 15 instead. Yeah, double check my maths right. And this is gonna get a little hairy. Yeah, this ain't gonna be good. Because it's gonna take a full round for this doomsday machine to get to this colony. Oh no, it's not. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, okay. So I was worried that I'm gonna be still dealing with this doomsday machine by the time the next one spawns. That's gonna make that even more difficult, but I'll have a turn to kind of start planning my my move here. So okay, turn 1, I am moving my battle cruisers here. And then it goes and it moves into the nebula. Turn 2, I just won't move. I'm gonna have my battle cruisers sit at this base and wait for this doom machine to come to me. So yeah, I'll just chill here and wait. That's probably a good idea, right? Yeah, and as you can kind of see, I maybe didn't note this, but how it works with the doom machine is on the turn structure, I take my turn, then it goes. I take my turn, it goes. So I get 3 turns per round. It gets 3 turns per round. So it spawned there. That was round 1 as I moved, it moved. Round 2, I'm not moving. It's moving here. And since I don't have any ships here, it just destroys and eats my planet and my colony. Rip. It was I was gonna say a worthy sacrifice. I don't really know if it was. I probably could have prevented it, but here we are. So That's just how it goes, I guess. So that was turn 2. Turn 3, I get to go. I'm once again not moving. And then, yeah, now 2 colonies equidistance, so it's moving towards that one. And then we'll be back into economy. So I have 15 credits that carry over. I'm getting now only 55 colony credits since one of my colonies got destroyed. Sucks. So what is that total? 60, 70 total. And my maintenance cost is up to 12. So that is 68, 58 credits. We'll definitely spend at least 30 on some more battle cruisers. Like I said, at this point, more or less, I'm going to just keep building 2 battle cruisers each round, and hopefully that'll be enough to get me by, but we'll see. That leaves me still with 28 credits. I could upgrade movement. I could build another base. These are both options. And bases can be grouped, can't they? So if I built another base there, those bases are strong. It takes 3 hits to take down. It's a class A, has a strength of 7. Like, they're kind of better than my battle cruisers. Maybe I should be focusing more on those. But the thing is, I don't want to build too many bases at one place, because then, well, I don't know where these Doom machines are going to be going. Especially, I have another one coming next round, so that spells trouble. Could build one at my home world, and that's probably a safe thing to do. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Because I'm right spending 30 to get that. I don't even know. I mean, bases seem good in my opinion, but maybe I just haven't worked too well for me. I'm gonna build one on my home world. That sounds like a plan. And then I will build my other 2 battle cruisers that will spawn in also at my home world, like so. And do I mark that off? So it's another 12. So I'm spending 42, which means I have 16 left. That carries over. And I'm making, I'm having 4 more maintenance costs, but those maintenance costs are about to go down because we are about to initiate in combat, and it will not be pretty. And hopefully for the Doom machine, but it might not be pretty for me either. This first one's not super strong. Second one is where I start having some trouble, and the third one is the one I have not yet destroyed before. So I'm really nervous for the last one, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when that comes up. But let's onwards and upwards with this. So I don't know if I want to move my new battle cruisers there. I actually don't think I do. I want to move this group towards the center so I could be a bit more prepared for them to move wherever this next Doom machine spawns at the beginning of this next economic phase. So do that there. This Doom machine is coming 1 closer. Turn 2, I'm having this one move a little bit more towards the center, and I'm just having those battle cruisers hold tight. And it's combat time because this Doom machine is entering my turf, and that's not gonna fly. So now it's combat time, and I kind of explained how combat works, but I'll do a real quick re-explanation. You go from, you look at the class of the ship, which is just the letter. It goes, A first, then B, then C. Has an attack strength. You add on your attack technology, which my attack technology is 2, so I'll be adding 2 to all the attack strength of my ships. I minus the defense strength of the Doom machine, and that number is my target number that I need to roll a d10 less than or equal to score a hit. This first Doom machine has 6 health, so once I score 6 hits, it's dead. I will just use this little marker here. But first, since this is the first time I'm encountering this Doom machine, I roll a d10 to see what kind of weakness this Doom machine has. That is a 6, so it has a weakness against cloaking, which doesn't really matter for me. I don't have the Raider ship that does cloaking or anything, so that means nothing to me. Like I said, weaknesses normally, at least when I have played, don't really come up, so it's all good there. Okay, And there's like a little battle marker, which I could just throw up here to remember, hey, there's a battle going on. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure bases. Yeah, bases look like they get upgraded technology and whatnot. Bases and shipyards, okay. I don't know if I was playing that correctly before that. Maybe that's what I've been losing. I have been playing a board game arena, so I can't blame myself for getting rules wrong when board game arena does it all for me. And so if I lose there, that's just because I suck. So battle commences. This Doom Machine is an attack class D, so it's going last. My base gets to attack first. It has a strength of 7 plus my attack strength of 2. That gives me a 9 total. It has a defense of 1, so that subtracts 1. So 8 is what I need to score a hit, 8 or less, which is good. That's good odds. And I got a 10, which is a miss. So great job, base. You suck. Okay. But now all my ships get to attack. My battle cruisers get to do their battle cruiser stuff. I have 6 of them, so I get to roll 60-10 at once. They have an attack strength of 5. I get to add my attack of 2. So that's 7 total, minus the defense strength of the Doom Machine. So 6 is what I need to score a hit. So let's see how many 6 or lesses I score. That looks decent. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on this thing. So that brings this down to 2 health. Not bad. I'll take that. That's not bad. But now the Doom Machine gets to attack. The thing I don't know, and I don't know if anybody watching would know, is I kind of don't really know how the Doom Machine chooses what to target. I don't know how that works. I'll see real quick if it says in the rules, but I don't think it said anything, because last time I looked, it didn't. It's more than 1 attack per round. It's immune to stuff. You roll weakness. But it doesn't really mention, like, you know, I have the bases it can attack and my battle cruisers. Which one does it attack? My assumption, if I were to just make an assumption, I think it would go for the higher class ship, which is my base. I don't know if that's correct, though. I'm going to play it that way. Let me know if I'm wrong. Please do. And maybe I need to just look this up afterwards so I play it correctly in the future. So this Doom Machine gets 3 attacks. It has an attack strength of 7. Though my base has 2 defense plus the defense of technology. So that's 4 defense total, which means it has to score a 3 or less to score a hit, which is not very good odds for them. So let me double check I'm doing that correctly. Yeah, it has 7 minus 4 is 3. So let's see if it gets 3 or less on any of these. It scored 2 hits. That's kind of unbelievable. For rolling 3 dice and it had to try to get 3 or less, it scoring 2 hits is pretty crazy. But it didn't destroy my base. So let's see if my base can try to destroy it. So once again, my base will be attacking, because that was the first round of combat. You know, A's went, B's went, Class C's, D's, all of the ships went. And now I could retreat if I wanted to, or I could just keep fighting it out, which, I mean, in this scenario, I need to destroy these Doom Machines, so I'm going to keep fighting. So it's back to my base, since it's a Class A. It's attack strength of 7, plus 2 is 9. Minus that one, I need to score an 8 or less. And the base gets its revenge for this Doom Machine blasting it, and this Doom Machine is down to 1 health. And watch this. All these battle cruisers get to attack now. All 6 of them. And I just need to score 1 hit, and then this thing is dead. So I need to just, what do I need again? Plus 2, minus 1. I need a 6 or less. And what do you know? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on this thing. I needed just 1 and I got 4. So boom. Doom Machine number 1 has been defeated. It was nice as though my base took 2 damage. It has a hull strength of 3. It did not get destroyed, and that damage just goes away. not bad. Pretty good combat. All of my cruisers survived, which is awesome. And my base survived, which is great. I did lose a colony before, but worthy sacrifice. So I still have one more turn before the next economic phase, and this next economic phase, another Doom machine will be spawning, and this one is the tougher one. The first one's kind of just like warming up. The next one's tough, and then the last one is where I always lose. I think I got a decent strategy to help me win the last one, but we'll see. It's basically, I mean, this is not a strategy I came up with. I was perusing some board game geek threads about some just tips and tricks for the solo scenario on how to win, and someone basically mentioned that, I mean, for the last Doom machine, the goal of the scenario is to destroy it. So once the last one spawns in, just move all your ships back to the home world, want to destroy any colonies in its path, and then you just do one final battle at your home world and hope you have enough bases and shipyards and ships there to kind of just blow it up. So that's kind of my my goal, my intention for this, but we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, this first Doom machine is dead. That went pretty well. So I still have one more turn, and I will just I'm gonna move my battleships over here, and these I will maybe move. I don't even know where I want to move them. I kind of want to move them up a little bit more. This is my group of 2, and that's my group of 6. Okay, I still have a base here. I have a base here, and I can build more bases, which is nice. So my home world, I'm planning on it, especially because they don't have a maintenance cost, and they have really high strength. My technology gets added onto it. I could research more technology and it would just keep adding onto it. So like, they're pretty good. I don't know why I haven't been really utilizing them last times I played. But that was the last turn. So on to the economic phase, where, what do you know? Another Doom machine is spawning in. Let's roll the dice to see where it's spawning. And it's spot number 4 right up here as it makes its entrance. Okay. Well, that's trouble, because it's going to go here first, then here. It's going to just destroy everything in its path. I'm going to have to try to slow it down. These battle cruisers, there's only a group of 2. They're probably not going to survive. I can maybe build a base here. No, I can, because I don't have a token to place. Shoot. I don't want to scuttle a base either. I was kind of hoping that base got destroyed. Can you scuttle a base? Let me see if you can. Maybe I should. It's kind of a waste of resources, but at the same time, then I could build a base up there and that might help. Is that even worth it? Yeah, I don't know. This is just as a predicament I might be in. Getting a little cocky, I think, so let me double check. I don't even know where it talks about scuttling ships. It's not a huge deal, but I'm just curious. I also don't want to sit here looking at rules all day, so give me a second. If I don't see it, I'll just we'll just forget about it. One thing I do like this rule book. It's a good rule book. Maybe that's just me. I like how it's like numbered, and each section it's like numbered. So it's like, oh, just go to section 5.3 if you're curious about that. And it makes it like pretty easy to find stuff. I say as I, I'm struggling to find a section, but I just don't know what section it's under. I don't know where that would even be. Yeah, I don't care. This, whatever. Stream elements. These bots, man. I really need to. I keep saying I need to figure it out. It's just like I kind of forget about it until I'm streaming. I don't know what's going on with these. Because those messages are exactly an hour apart, but the first one was from Streamlabs. This one's from Stream Elements. So they both work, but like I also don't know. One's supposed to be like, I don't think I have them on the same timer either. So I don't know when it starts and when these. I need to figure out these bots, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with like Streamlabs and Stream Elements, and I just haven't done it yet. So whatever. I could scuttle that base. I just don't know if I can. I kind of want to, because then I could, maybe that's a bad idea. Yeah, okay. Let me think about how this is going to go, because this could go 1, 2, destroy this planet. I mean, I could intercept it here. It'd take 3 turns to get here. I move, and then they move. So I could actually, like, I move, they move, I move. I could fight them over here. But the issue is also when they destroy a planet, they get health back. So even if I were to deal like 2 damage to it, if it's not destroyed, there's a good chance it's going to destroy this colony, gain its health back, and then my battle cruisers essentially died for nothing. Okay, well, let me do my economy phase first, and then we'll go from there. So I have 16 credits that carry over. My colonies, do I still have 55? 20, 30, 40, 55. I have 55 for now. See how long that lasts. So what is that total? 71? My maintenance is just growing more and more. It's at 16 now, so that's 55. That's it, 16. Yeah, that leaves me with 55 credits. Yikes. So I also want to probably build some movement. Yeah, maybe I'll build some movement technology to maybe help me get there quicker. It's not really going to help me. It's not going to save the first base, at least. But I might be able to save the second. And I'll build, I guess, just 2 more battle cruisers. I don't really know what else to do. Oh, no. This is just awkward spawning and placements. And it's just like, has so many colonies right there that it's not looking good. So let me just do this real fast. 5 credits carry over, 4 more maintenance. I need some of these battle cruisers to get destroyed at this point. So maybe I should just suicide these out there, have these wait over here. Because now that I do have extra movement, turn 3 I can move more. So that's not terrible. Let me start doing this. So first I'll have these battle cruisers move here. These guys move up here. These guys move here. And then this moves there on its turn. So turn 2. Yeah, I wish if my movement technology was 1 better, I could move then 2 hexes this turn. I'd feel a lot better about my situation. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to move this group of 2 here. They're probably gonna die, and I don't know if that, I feel like it might not be worth what's about to happen, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I don't know how, let me double check how this works. So I don't know if, I don't initiate combat. I guess I do on my turn. And then it goes. Shoot. Dang, okay. So yeah, this might actually, because there's combat rounds on my turn and on its turn. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. I think it's pretty much gonna be the same result regardless of what I do. I'm gonna go play it. I'll play it out. Okay. So my battle cruisers invaded its territory. It currently has 7 health. I have class B ships. This battle cruiser, or this Doom machine, is a C8 attack strength, as attacks 4 times, as defense level of 2, hull size of 7, so 7 HP essentially. I have 2 battle cruisers trying to do some damage to it. Let's see how much they can do. So my battle cruisers have 7 attack, but it has a defense of 2. So I essentially need to get a 5 or less. That's 2 hits on it. That's not bad. If I can at least score 1 more hit, this will all have been not for nothing. But now it's going to attack 4 times. My defense strength is 3. So it has to score 5 or less. But not feeling too good about this. Right? Because it has defense 1 by default. Yeah. So it needs to score 5 or less. It got 1 hit. Okay, that's not... This might have been the move. Each of my ships have 2 hulls, so it takes 2 hits to destroy one of them. And I have 2 of them. So we can keep this going for a little bit longer. All right, I'm gonna launch another round and see how this goes. So once again, need to score 5 or less. That's another 2 hits, man. These battle cruisers are putting in some work. Let's see if they get taken out, because this gets to attack 4 times and needs 5 or less. That's just 1 hit. So one of the cruisers has been destroyed. So I can flip this group marker to the one side. But still, it's down to 3 health. I don't think this cruiser's gonna be able to finish it off. But it could die trying. So let's see. Can it get another hit on it? That's an 8, so no. And let's see what this doomsday machine's gonna do. That's another 2 hits, so this battle cruiser goes down. And they still did 4 damage to it. It's gonna heal up 2 when it destroys that. So overall, it was still probably worth it, I think. Because that was my turn that I moved in and attacked. So it still needs to do its turn where it's moving here. It destroys this planet and colony. And then heals up 2. So it's back to 5 health. And then turn number 3, what is this group size? That's my 6th group. Okay, good. So I should be able to take them out, hopefully. I mean, 5 health, 6 battle cruisers. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, let's move them into here and engage in combat. So these cruisers are the same. I just need to score 5 or less to score a hit. And I can roll, yeah, all 6 of these dice. Let's hope for the best. 5 or less. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. They almost take it out first turn. Man, oh man. It's down to 1 HP. But now it gets to attack 4 times. So let's see how my battle cruisers are going to hold up. It needs to score 5 or less. It takes out one of the cruisers. Does 2 damage. I'm down to 5 battle cruisers, which is not the end of the world. 5 cruisers. I think I can at least score 1 more hit on this thing. Let's see. 5 or less is what I need. And I got it. I technically scored 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Man, these cruisers popping off. And the second doomsday machine has been destroyed. Okay. Not bad at all. That went a little bit better than I expected. Still, I lost 1 cruiser, but yeah, not too bad. What is this, a group of 2? Okay. Now I have a turn of break also, which is nice. So I can kind of regroup back at the home base. And essentially, I'm gonna try this. I've never tried this strat before, but I'm just gonna move all my battle cruisers back to my home world, probably build another base, upgrade my attack technology, and then hope for the best. Upgrading my technology may not be the best move in the world because my battle cruisers won't be able to gain the benefit of it, but I have 4 shipyards and hopefully I have a base, maybe 2 in a second, that can get that upgraded attack technology. So I think it'll be worth it. But let's head to this economy phase as I try to plan out this last little bit here to see how I can do against this last doomsday machine. So I have 5 credits that carry over. I get 20, 30, 40, 50 because one of my things got destroyed. So that gives me 55 total credits. My maintenance costs, I have 5 here, 2 here. So it's 7 total, so it's just 14. That leaves me with 41. I want to spend at least 12 on another base. So what would that give me? 39, 29. And then I'll upgrade my attack, and that's 25, and that works good. Then that'll just leave me with 4 credits, and I kind of like that. So then, yeah, what I can do is then place this little 2 marker onto my base. So I have 2 bases. I have upgraded attack now that both my base and shipyards will benefit from, which the shipyards are not great at attacking. They only have an attack strength of 3. They're a class C. So they're pretty late to the fight, and they're not going to do much damage, but it might be okay. And yeah, we're sitting okay. So I never upgraded my movement, did I? Okay, I'm just double checking. Trying to figure out how I want to plan this out. Sorry, I'm just double checking what I got. So next round is when this last doomsday machine's coming in. Okay, so I think I'm going to first move this group of battle cruisers here. Second, I'll move this battle cruiser here, and I'll swap the groups around so we have a full group of 6 and then a group of 1. And then the last round, I will move both of them here. And back to this economy phase. And now we have to spawn in the final doomsday machine. Let's see where it's spawning at spot number 6, straight ahead. And this doomsday machine is kind of a beast. It is, it's a class B ship. It has an attack strength of 9. It does 5 attacks. It has 2 defense and 8 hull. So it's a doomsday machine, all right. I'll just put that 8 there. So how is this gonna? It's gonna attack here, here, here. It's gonna like zigzag around to go here, here, there, and there. So I'll have some time to kind of prepare. But yeah, let me do my economy phase first. 4 credits carry over. I still have what? 20, 30, 40, 50. 54. My maintenance, I think, is still... I have a group of 6, right? 6 and 1. Yeah, so it's still 14. So I have 40 credits. I might just build another base and then upgrade my defenses. This is kind of... I think this strategy might be good. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build another base and then upgrade my defenses to max level, which was 37 total, leaves me with 3 credits. Then having 3, I mean, these bases are good, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. I haven't beaten this part of the game yet, so we'll see if if my strategy is good or not. Okay, so first turn, I'm moving all of my battle cruisers back over here. And I will just wait for the Doom Machine to come to me. So it moves here. Turn 2, I'm not moving. It will move here, destroy that colony and planet. And then turn 3, I will not move. It comes here and destroys this colony and this planet. Fun times, fun times. Move 1, 2, 3. So by the end of the next round, this will be my last economy phase, because either this next round, by the end I will win or I will lose. So let's do this last economy phase. So I carry over 3 credits. I just lost, what, 2 more colonies. So we have 20, 30, 40, right? So I have 43 credits to spend. I have 14 still in maintenance. So that's 29 total to spend on whatever. Just 1 credit short from buying 2 more battle cruisers, but I can still get another base, right? Oh, I just now read that only 1 base can be in any system. How many bases do I have here? 3. Oops. Okay. Well, that's why I haven't done this base strategy before, is because it's illegal. I'm going to add 24 credits because I shouldn't have been able to build those bases. So I actually carry over, instead of 3, it'll be 27. And so instead of 29 subtotal, what I said, I'm adding 24. So that's my brain's working a little bit slow today. 33, 40. No, wait, 20, 53, right? 53. My bad. That's why I haven't done this base strat before, is because it's illegal. You're not supposed to do this. Well, then I guess I will just build some more battle cruisers. That's pretty much all I'm gonna do, I think. Leave me at 23 credits. So I'll make this group of 1 into a group of 3. Dang. Yeah, that explains why I've never done that strat before. It's because it's illegal. I'm glad I noticed that now, or else I'd be pretty bummed if I thought I won doing all that and didn't realize that I can only build 1 base in any system. Whoops. Okay. Now I see why I've never done that. So, my bad. Okay, so on to what will probably be the final round. Let's see how this ends. So first, I do nothing. The Doom Machine comes here. Next, I would do nothing. Doom Machine comes here and destroys that planet. I keep calling it Doom Machine. It's not. I'm playing the role right here. It's the Doomsday Machine. And final turn, I will not move, and it comes into the system, and battle shall commence. The final battle shall commence. Let's play this out. Put a little battle token here. The final battle. I'm banking all on this. So, quick reminder: this final Doomsday Machine, it's a Class B, attack strength of 9. It does 5 attacks. It has a defense of 2 and 8 hull that I have to break through. Let me roll for its weakness, because this might actually help me a little bit. I rolled a 1. Fighters can fire and damage a DM normally. Fighters can. Fighters? Oh, that's an advanced ship that I'm not playing with. Cool. All right, fun. Fun times. Okay. So we start with, and maybe I'll move all these down here. Because I think that's technically what you're supposed to do. And I'll just kind of place all of mine in order so I can like see it all, make it a little bit easier. Like this. Whoops, this is, I have 4, right? Okay. And then the Doomsday Machine will come down here. Maybe I can like zoom in a little bit down here. Like this. I still have my dice tray. Oh, that works pretty well, actually. Yeah, you can see all the stuff you kind of need to see. Get a little bit closer up of this action that's going on down here. Okay. So this Doomsday Machine is a Class B. So my base will attack first, then the Doomsday Machine, then my battle cruisers, then my shipyards. So my base goes first. I have 3 attack. So that's 10 total. It has defense of 2, so I just need an 8 or lower to score a hit, and that's an 8. So first shot, the first damage has been done, and my base is doing a bit of damage, which is cool. So then the Doomsday Machine, it's going to do its 5 attacks. Once again, I don't really know how the targeting is supposed to work with the Doomsday Machine, so I'm going to have it all target the base first, which the base has 5 defense. So even with its attack strength of 9, with 5 defense, it needs to score basically a 4 or less to do any damage. And then my base has 3 hulls, so it's kind of bulky, but let's see what it can do. So what I say, it needs 4 or less, and it got just 1 hit on the base. So that's it. Okay. So far, a good start. Let's see how this goes though. So now all my battle cruisers can attack. So I'll do my group of 6 first, and then I'll do my group of 3. Just cause I don't know. It probably doesn't really matter. I just don't have enough dice. I don't have 9 D10 on hand. Even with my big old dice tray here, I only have 5. So yeah, with my battle cruisers, let me double check. So they have 7 attack strength, but then with their 2 defense, I need 5 or less. How many 5 or less did I get? I got 2. So this thing is down to 5 health. This is kind of looking good. I'm not gonna get excited too early, but that was my group of 6. So let me try my group of 3 now. Once again, I need 5 or less. And that's another hit. So it's down to 4 health. Nice, nice. This is looking good. Now my shipyard gets to go. My 4 shipyards, I've got 4 of them. And they get the full attack bonus. That's 6 total, minus their defense of 2. So they need 4 or less to score a hit. And that's 3 hits. Whoa, that's pretty good. Way to go, shipyards. It only has 1 health left, and I think this is looking pretty good. Back to the top of the order with my base. Let's see if this base can finish this off. It gets 1 chance. It needs to score an 8 or less. Look at that. That's an 8. My base does 1 damage to it, and it had 1 health left. And with that, the doomsday machine explodes. And my colonists look out of their homeworld, seeing this doomsday machine that was about to just destroy their planet explode as my base and my battle cruisers form a line and take it out. That is a win. Surprisingly, that was my first win. I really hope I didn't play any rules wrong, because that would be awkward. But I think I played everything right. I've played this a fair amount over the last week or so. That's awesome though. That strategy worked pretty good. I mean, I had a lot of cruisers that kind of lasted to the end, which is good. I did like that strategy of building a base, because the base has a lot of defense and was able to like absorb a lot of hits, which is awesome. And then yeah, I just had the battle cruisers just dealing out damage. That strategy worked pretty good. And then the shipyards, I didn't think they were going to score any hits, but the shipyards gain all of. Shipyards are automatically upgrade to the highest technology for free. Yeah, so they get the attack bonuses. So like I don't think I messed anything up, and hopefully I didn't, because yeah, I think that's a win. Hello there, M Apples. Greetings from Minneapolis. Discovered your channel last week and first live stream. I'm really enjoying the content. Thanks for the playthrough. Welcome. Glad you're finding the channel. Glad you're enjoying the stuff. Yeah, welcome. Hope your Sunday is going well. My Sunday's going pretty good. I just blew up a Doom machine and won the scenario, so looking pretty good here. Dang, that went well. I'm happy. I actually won one. Yeah, this strategy I think was the move. Of just trying to take out the 2 earlier and then letting this 3rd one just destroy any colonies at once and just waiting at my homeworld for it. Because, I mean, those extra 4 shipyards, they really did some damage. I forgot. I think the last time I played, at least the physical version, like I wasn't adding my attack and defenses to my base or my shipyard, which is kind of makes a big difference. And they get the full benefit of it. So seems like a good strategy to me, and it seemed to pay off, so not too bad. Great. Well, I'm glad I got a win. You know, suck if I did all of this for nothing. That wouldn't have been for nothing, but you know, my space empire survived, and most of my colonies actually didn't, but it was a worthy sacrifice to take out these Doom machines and protect my home world, I guess. Yeah. How am I doing on time? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do another playthrough because I did start late, and it would probably be close to another hour if I do another playthrough, which I could do, but I'm on the tail end of a cold, so I still have a bit of a cough and a sore throat. So I'm gonna be a pussy and just kind of I think wrap it up here for today. But I'll still chat a little bit, you know, I'll go through my final thoughts here in a hot second. Go through what's upcoming on my channel the next week, and then I'll start wrapping stuff up. Yeah, I did start a little bit later. I mean, it was like either because I was doing some traveling today, so I was like either I don't stream at all, or I start a little bit later and end a little bit earlier. But I'd rather stream a little bit shorter than not at all. And I'm glad I got to play this game because kind of like I mentioned earlier, this game's been on my shelf of shame for a while, and one I just haven't played on the channel, and it's a lot of fun. So I'll grab a quick sip. Okay, so I'll probably not super quickly, I'll talk about my final thoughts about this game. So like I just kind of mentioned, this game's been in my collection for a while. I liked the idea of a 4X type game. I've played a fair amount of, you know, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, Civ 5. I haven't actually played, apparently this is based on a video game called Space Empires, which I have not played. Maybe I need to check out. But I've played a fair amount of those Civilization 4X style games. Stellaris is another one I've played a little bit. I haven't gotten super in depth with that. But yeah, so I got this a while back, and I played it a little bit when I first got it, but I never really sunk my teeth into it. I never completed a full game. It was one of those, like, kind of played the half game, like starting to learn the rules, but I never really got it. So this past week I've been, you know, read the rule book a couple times, watched some videos, played it on Board Game Arena and physically. And I've just been really liking this game. This game's been a lot of fun. I've only been playing this doomsday scenario, which I've only been playing the small solitaire doomsday scenario, but it's been a lot of fun. I really like this game. It has a lot of cool stuff going on. It definitely, it definitely seemed a bit intimidating at first with all like the charts and the production sheets, and almost looks like an Excel spreadsheet going on. And yeah, but once I learned the rules, and it's like, okay, it's not too bad. Especially I am playing with like the one optional rule where you don't have to worry about tracking what the technology levels on each of your ships are. Which makes the upkeep a lot easier. I just play that way, and you don't have to worry about, you know, backtracking and doing stuff that way. But overall, I'm really impressed with this game. Like especially with just the base game. There's 3-4 expansions out now. I don't have any of them. I've heard good things about some of them. But even this base game alone, like there's a lot of advanced ships I haven't played with, advanced rules that I haven't been playing with. There's a larger solitaire map. There's also, there's 5 different difficulties for both map sizes. There's also this whole other 1-player scenario for Alien Empire, which looks a bit more involved. It's like, you know, you can see this is like, you got it's like 1 sheet and 2 sheet, while this Alien Empire is at least double the rules. But it does seem more like the actual game than this. This is kind of the game, but you know, it doesn't feel quite like I haven't played this with other people either, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But you know, the Doomsday scenario just feels a little bit it's a little bit more short, and it's a little bit more, I guess, formulaic, I guess you could say, while the actual game seems like it would be more kind of open-ended and random and stuff like that. Missed most of it. We'll have to watch the VOD. Sorry you're lingering with feeling sick. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I think it's this past week. I just came down with like a cold or something. It just hasn't been too bad. When I first got it, it was pretty rough, but it's been getting better. Luckily, I still have a bit of a runny nose, bit of a sore throat. I mean, my throat doesn't hurt that bad. It's just when I talk a lot, when I talk for like 2 hours straight, then my throat starts to hurt a little bit. So yeah, it's just how it goes. Yeah, overall, I've been really, really enjoying this game. Like, I am definitely going to play more of it. And like I said earlier, the website Board Game Arena, which I'm a big fan of, has this game on it, has the solo solitaire modes on it, has all the optional rules. So I've been playing that a lot this last week to quickly play through games, start familiarizing myself. And it's nice, but like playing physically really is what helps me learn the game the best. And I've definitely done that also this past week. And yeah, I've just enjoyed it every time I've played. I think this is a really cool game. I like all the different ships, the technologies, exploring through space, the combat's cool. It's the first board game I've played that really does feel like a civilization type board game, like an Age of Empires, like a Civ 5. Like it really does feel like that. I have a couple games that kind of feel like that, like Seven Wonders Duel. Like it's kind of a Civ game. You're building, you're drafting cards to build, to get like resources, and then you can get other stuff, and then that can like chain to help you get other stuff. But like, it doesn't. It feels more just like a card game with like a civilization theme on it. But this feels like a civilization game. Like this, when I've been wanting a Civ game, like this is what I want, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to learning some of the advanced rules, some of the advanced ships, playing the other solo scenario, and then, I mean, I definitely see myself getting some of the expansions at some point. I kind of will probably have to force myself to wait a bit until I kind of would want to really learn the base game first, kind of inside and out, learn all the advanced rules, learn all the other scenarios, get better at the doomsday scenario, try to win on not the easiest difficulty. And then I'll start adding in some of the expansion stuff. But I just think this game is really cool. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I like Civ type games, and this is the first like board game that really does feel like a civilization building type game. And I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I'm quite pleased that I finally got a chance to play it on the channel, and that I've been playing it more. I finally like learned the rules. I'm a little bummed that it took me so long. It's just one of those games that's it's kind of intimidating at first, so I just kept dragging my feet on like, I'll learn it at some point. And now I've learned it, and now I really do enjoy it, and I think we'll definitely play it more in the future and get some expansions going on. And yeah, like I said, I need to learn the advanced rules first, but yeah, this will definitely be a game that will appear on the channel again in the future. Probably maybe not as a live stream. Maybe I'll just do like a video, an edited video where I'll just play another doomsday scenario on like the normal difficulty or something, and maybe I'll start adding in some of the advanced rules and ships and whatnot. But yeah, I like this game a lot. That's the gist of it. It's fun. If this seems like a game you'd like, I'd recommend. If you have a Board Game Arena subscription, you could try it on there. The game is, I mean, it's a little expensive, but there's a lot of tokens that come with it, and there's a lot of content in this base box, from just the basic rules, advanced rules, all the different scenarios. Not to mention, like, I mean, I've only really been talking like the one-player scenarios, but also, I mean, there's like the normal way you can play, and then there's also just these extra scenarios. There's tons of extra scenarios. There's these 2-player scenarios for a small map, a normal map, a large 2-player map. You have the extra large 2-player map, the 3D 2-player map, massive 2-player map. I dare you to play this map. Double Trouble 2-player map, standard 3-player map, variable 3-player map. You got 4-player scenarios. You got the epic scenarios for 2 to 8 players. You have these different game variants. Like there's a lot of variability, replayability, just built into this base box. And like I said, there's 3-4 other expansions for this, so cool game for sure. Gets my Thomas seal of approval, and it will be a game I for sure play more on my own and on the channel as I slowly, hopefully, get better at it. But hey, hopefully I played this correctly, because I'm happy I got a win, and I'd feel pretty dumb if I was doing some big rule mistakes. But like I said, it's pretty intimidating. There's a lot of small rules, but like overall the gameplay, like it's not overly complicated. There's just, combat, there's a lot of things, and like the different ships, the different abilities, there's a fair amount going on, but yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. Good game, really liked it. Will definitely play more in the future. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap the stream up a little bit earlier than I normally would, because I started a little bit later than I normally do. And yeah, I need to clean this all up and, I don't know, give my throat a rest because it's starting to hurt a little bit. So let me quickly hop to my just chatting screen and quickly tease out what's upcoming on the channel for the next week. Been a while since you've been hyped about a game you streamed. Has it been? I mean, I guess, well, the last one I played was Robinson Crusoe, which, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, wasn't the biggest fan of Robinson Crusoe. Friday, I also didn't really like. Those are games I haven't played on the channel because when I played them before, I was like, I'm not the biggest fan of these, so I've been kind of dragging my feet on not doing an actual playthrough. That's not. What else have I played? I played Ironsworn the other week. That I like. Though I do like Starforge better. I did my Stardew Valley playthrough, and that game I really like. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, no, it's fair. Yeah, last week was Robinson. Yeah, Detective I played. That was another one that was like on my. I don't even know where the box is. But the Detective game was on my shelf of shame also, and I'm really glad I played that because that was a lot of fun doing that video. And I definitely, probably like next month, will continue doing like a part 2 to that first case because I don't know, it's a very cool style game. I'm curious to see if I can crack the case. But yeah, I'll quickly tease out what's upcoming this next week on my channel. So I'm still not doing a video on Thursdays anymore, just at least for this end of the year. I don't know if that's going to change into next year. Probably not. I might just stick to a stream and a video a week just because work's picking up and I'm going to be a bit busier, unfortunately. But with that being said, this Tuesday will be a new RPG playthrough where I'm going to be playing some Starforged. I haven't done a Starforged playthrough in a while, and I was like, well, if I'm playing some Space Empires today, I might as well keep with the space theme and play a bit more space games. So Tuesday, I will be doing a Starforged playthrough and continuing my adventures of, yikes, I don't even remember my character's name, my pacifist character, who she doesn't like fighting. But yeah, that'll be what's upcoming on Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday, no video, unfortunately. And then next Sunday, it's Christmas Eve, so I guess I won't be streaming next Sunday either. Because I'll be doing Christmas stuff with my family, so that'll be a no stream there. I guess I could just talk about my schedule for the rest of the year then. So yeah, next Sunday the 24th, I won't be doing a stream because it'll be Christmas Eve. Next Tuesday, which I think that'll be the 26th, I will be having another video uploaded where I'll be playing Welcome to, but I'll be playing the winter/holiday edition of Welcome to because the day after Christmas feels pretty appropriate. And I've played Welcome to a while ago. That was like one of my first videos. I was like, I think my second live stream ever was the Flip and Right edition where I played that, Hadrian's Wall, and maybe just those two, or maybe I played a third. I also played Railroad Ink. No, I played Railroad Ink on the first stream, I think. Maybe I played Sprawlopoulos. I don't remember what my other video was. Because I think I did 3 Flip and Rights. Oh, Cartographers, I think was the other one, which I don't even have anymore because I wasn't a huge fan of that. But regardless, next Tuesday, I'll be doing Welcome to the Neighborhood Winter Edition. And then finally, the last week of December. So 2 weeks from now, it'll be New Year's. It's New Year's Day, December 31st. So I'm probably still going to stream on that day. It'll probably be an early stream though, because I plan on doing stuff to celebrate, New Year's later in that evening and that night. but I still don't want to stream that day. So I might do like a pretty early stream, like maybe starting at noon my time, Eastern Standard Time. And if I do that, maybe I'll stream a little bit longer, like 4 or 5 hours or something. And tentatively, my plan for that stream is doing a board game arena stream where I'll just hop on board game arena and play a whole bunch of solo games, because I like board game arena a lot and they have a ton of solo games, including this. So maybe in 2 weeks I can fire up another game of this. And that's the nice thing about board game arena, is the games go so much more quickly. So I can play that, I can play Gaia Project, I can play Turing Machine, Railroad Inc. I can play some new games that I haven't even played, like Feast for Odin I've been wanting to play. I don't know if I'm gonna dive into that next week or 2 weeks from now. Yeah, I think tentatively my plan is New Year's Day, whatever, December 31st. I'll do an early stream where I'll just play a bunch of board game arena games. And then, yeah, I'll do another, there'll be a video after that, but I'll talk about that after that stream. So that's my tentative kind of two week plan, is Starforge Tuesday, no stream next Sunday. Next Tuesday will be Welcome to. 2 weeks from now will be Board Game Arena early stream, which, yeah, I don't know exactly what time. Like I said, I might start like noon my time and then do like a 4 or 5 hour stream, because I could do a little bit longer than if I start way earlier. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my schedule. Should be fun. Yeah, so that's what I got. I think that's where I'll wrap it up here today. I had a lot of fun with this game. Like I said, I'm kind of blown away by this. I will quickly note, I've talked about this previously, but starting sometime in January, I'm going to do 3 videos where I will be on the website Pub Meeple, and I'm going to be ranking the first video will be all the board games in my collection. The next one will be all the RPGs in my collection. And then the last one will be solitaire card games, card games that you can play with just a standard 52 deck of cards. So if you're curious, well, how much do I like Space Empires? You can find out in that Pub Meeple video, and I'll find out too, because I really like it. I don't know where it's going to rank. I could see this easily being in my top 10, if not maybe top 15 games. Now that I've actually got a chance to kind of sink my teeth into it. But yeah, sometime in January, I'll be doing those. And I think January/February, because I'll be doing like maybe 2 of them in January, 1 of them in February, I think. But yeah, so keep a lookout for those, because I did one at the beginning of this year, even like sometime in January. And I really liked doing that, so I'm gonna do it again and kind of make it just a yearly thing where at the beginning of each year, I'll do a Pub Meeple ranking. But last time I did board games, RPGs, and I think I might have had some card games in there too, but I'm gonna separate them out just to make it a little bit more fair. It feels weird comparing Dungeons and Dragons to Monopoly Deal and Starforge to Space Empires. Like, feels kind of weird and a little unfair in some ways. So yeah, I'm gonna split them up into kind of 3 different videos and get my rankings on board games, RPGs, and card games, which I think will be kind of cool. So yeah, I just want to quickly shout that out and tease that out, because that'll be coming up here soon. I think that's all I got. I'm gonna wrap it up here quite early tonight. Well, it's about the same time I normally would wrap it up, but just a shorter stream since I started late. Yeah, had a lot of fun game. I'm definitely gonna play more of this in the future. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in, watching live. I appreciate everybody that has been hanging out and chatting with me live. Phoenix Knight, Christopher Ray, who else popped in? We had L Emples from Minneapolis popped in for a little bit. So appreciate y'all stopping by live. It's always, I always enjoy, chatting and hanging out with people. It always makes the live stream a lot more fun and, interactive, and just makes it go by quicker. So appreciate y'all. If you enjoyed this stream, a like would be always greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see you. Have a good week, everybody. Go build some space empires. It'll be a great time. Just make sure no doomsday machines blow it up.